Hi everyone, I hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Once again, thank you for your continued support across the channel. Everything you do, sharing is caring. I really do appreciate all the warmth and the feedback, the comments, everything that we get on the channel there. It's amazing. We had a great conversation last night in the group there on Telegram. Some really good converse there, and it's all good. It's all good. So just zooming out on the weekly time frame, just have a little look at Bitcoin, what's going on with it. In my opinion, it looks really, really healthy. It looks good, okay? The weekly EMA is a little bit extended there. When I say that, I mean, look at the gap. Look at that gap there, okay? You see this gap when it starts to roll here at the end of that bull market. Look at that gap. It's very large. Now look at this gap. It's very large. And this is what I think Bitcoin's going through. And I have spoken to you previously in another video about Bitcoin where you do need to see it roll over. It was getting a little bit extended. You need to see that roll over because it's all about these gaps, okay? These EMAs are so important. And in all my videos, full transparency, I do say to you, when you see these gaps like that, always trade with caution because the gaps are a big indicator on any time frame, okay, of potential rollover. So you want to see that for that level of consolidation, because if not, you know when it goes up, comes back down, it's a ticket to lose the support of the EMA, basically. You know, you don't want to see that extension. So right now, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is rolling over. Beautiful. It's starting to look more healthier. The EMAs are creeping up. You've almost got the back test of the 20. You can see that if you have to come down to test the 20, it's not very low at all. It was down here a few weeks ago, so it's now creeping up. And obviously, as time goes on, that level of support creeps up as well, and that's what you want to see. You want to see that level of support creeping up. So, you know, full ticket to full continuation here for Bitcoin in this bull market. So right now, we're going to lay down a fib, because you could have placed a price prediction on Bitcoin many moons ago based off Fibonacci, and this is why Fibonacci is so important. So basically in the bull run, you've got the previous all-time high, and then you've come down and made the swing low. Do you see that's a swing high, swing low? You've got the base, and from that you can derive a Fibonacci extension, and you can see right there, boom, blasted for an all-time high in December, and then the continuation, you've got the 141 extension there, Fibonacci extension, target met, boom, look at that level of resistance, roll back, support, boom, went back through the all-time high there, and now look what it's done. It's triple topped on the 1618 extension there, rolled over, and now it's looking for a level of consolidation, which is perfectly healthy, okay? So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. That's why I do think that we're going to get more continuation after this level of consolidation, a potential pullback, okay, and a bit of a ABC correction there, but not necessarily, it might not happen. I want to make you aware of that. So right now it's looking relatively healthy, okay? So targets met, look at that, boom, beautiful. So right now what I'm going to do, and I just want to clarify that, you know, if you bring up my XRP video, I lay down the fibs on that, and you can see that's why I've got the price prediction up there. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of them, the ones that have bolted and made the bullish cross on the weekly time frame. Look, weekly time frame in a bull market, golden ticket, buy and go to the beach, okay? Buy and go to the beach, sell and go to the beach on the bear market, the bear cross, or when you start falling under the EMAs, you're in your head, can't get above, sell. It's a big signal. It's a precursor to the bear market, basically. So it's as simple as that. So right now we're nowhere near that. Everything's looking good. We're looking rosy. We're holding support. Beautiful. So right now I'm going to zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame, okay, and see what's going on with Bitcoin. So looking at the 4-hourly time frame, I'm going to go to a different chart here. So to get to the 4-hourly on your chart, you just press 4H and enter, okay? So right now you can see we lay down this Fibonacci extension here, because what we've done, we've come down. We've basically come down to this bottom, as you know, and we've started to retrace back up. And we're starting to try and attack this high again, okay? But as you go up, you're obviously going to run into levels of resistance. That is so obvious. You're not just going to go there overnight. That's overextension. You're going to roll over and collapse, basically. So you need to make this nice organic growth where you do attack it, and you're going to roll back test support. You know that by now. Healthy back test support, continuation, just like that, so you can actually creep up to that high. So what Bitcoin's done, it's ran into this 0.5 area, and that's perfectly healthy, okay? And then it's rolled back, and it's found the support of this 55 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame. So as long as Bitcoin can keep adhering to this particular EMA just there, you'll start to see these EMAs creep up, because it's going to backtest its support, form basically a bit of a horizontal triangle, so to speak, in the grand scheme of things, and then you'll get the little pop out there, which will take you up to the golden ratio, provided it can hold this level of support as these EMAs start to creep up like this, okay? So as these EMAs start to creep up as well, you're going to start and form a bullish cross on a 4-hourly. Now that's a really good signal, in my opinion, on a 4-hourly time frame. If you can actually get that bullish cross, it's just a signal for continuation, and you start attacking these highs and getting through these fib levels, and potentially taking you up to that all-time high there for Bitcoin. So far so good, but we do have another pattern in play for Bitcoin. As you are aware, we are anticipating, and it's not financial advice and it might not necessarily happen, but we are anticipating an ABC correction, okay, off Elliott Wave theory right here. So we've got a video out earlier in the last week, I think it was, that we made the price prediction on Bitcoin at 200k, and we do believe that Bitcoin's going through something called Elliott Wave theory right now. And what we've done, we've gone through wave 3, okay, and now we're entering wave 4, which is a pullback basically. So with this pullback is a deep wave 4 pullback, okay, for Elliott Wave theory, but before making a final 5th wave up to that 200k before an ABC correction and the end of the bull run there in September, October. So this particular ABC correction that sits inside the wave 4 basically is something like this, okay. So you come down, you make an A wave, which is a pullback, then you make a high, which is the B wave, and the high needs to be less than the all-time high or the wave in which you're attacking, okay. So, and then the pullback, the wave C, a deeper correction before a wave 5 continuation, extended wave 5 up to the end of the bull run there before that rollover ABC correction in Elliott Wave theory, and that's basically why we've got that target up there of 200k Bitcoin, purely based on Elliott Wave theory. And also don't forget, it is a theory, it's not financial advice, it's just something that we're targeting in the channel. So with that said, okay, we do possibly right now this A wave is finished. Okay, this pullback, the A wave is finished, and right now we are marching on here. We're having these sort of waves within waves, potentially forming this lower high where we will get this C wave pullback. Okay, but again, it might not necessarily happen. We might be marching on here. We might be looking at a V-shaped recovery for Bitcoin, so to speak, where we come down and do something like that, take that high, continue up there to 100k Bitcoin. But to be honest with you, the pullbacks to test key levels of support, especially the 20 weekly, and especially if we can wick down to that 55 on the weekly time frame there, would be absolutely invaluable in my opinion, because like I've outlined in so many videos, we have done it multiple times in a previous bull run. We have got a little bit overextended in this bull run, okay, so a little bit of slowdown allows for more growth in my opinion. So that's basically Bitcoin on the grand scheme of things. But right now, what is it doing? So you can see it's effectively come up on this retracement, hit its head on a 050, rolled over, back testing support, beautiful, getting it, and it's marching up. And as long as it adheres to this level of support, it will continue to keep creeping up. So what I'm going to do is lay down a future price prediction, because what it's doing right now is it's basically retracing, okay. So with this retracement right here, if this retracement does hold, you will see Bitcoin pump, okay, out of this next impulsive wave off this retracement up to a key level. So as you can see, what it's doing, it's come up in this impulsive wave here, rolled over, starting to find key levels of support. If it does lose these levels, okay, do anticipate that it could bounce off that one. If it loses that one. If not, this one is your last resort, okay. You can't afford to lose that, because if you start losing the golden ratio on a retracement, you're looking at a reversal wave, and it'll start to come back down there, forming that triple bottom and potentially, you know, falling lower, and that could actually be a short-lived B wave of this ABC correction. So we don't want that. We want Bitcoin to obviously keep going up, obviously, you know, but do anticipate that ABC correction, okay, for Bitcoin. It's not an exact science, and it might not necessarily happen, but do have it obviously on your cards. You've always got to have all outcomes on your cards. Don't be blindsided, okay, by the fact that it can go up forever. You can see how quickly these corrections can come, and they can be absolutely lethal. So right now, let's say Bitcoin is actually top there, and it's starting to come down, and it's forming that beautiful corrective wave, and it's found the support off this 55, and it's now actually just going to march on. Okay, so you've got your top, correction down, and you're now marching on in this next impulsive wave, just like we've gone through down there, okay. So you could be looking at Bitcoin right now healthily moving on. I'm just going to move this up a little bit to get a bit more precise correction. That's corrective wave, yeah, something like that. There you go. So you could see Bitcoin now march on like this, okay, march on, and you could be looking at a 57k Bitcoin on the next impulsive wave off this corrective wave that it's going through. So that's basically Bitcoin. Do keep an eye on it. Like I've said to you, you can't see yourself fall down lower than that golden ratio, and I've not given you that target, have I? So what I'm going to do is drop that particular price prediction in right now for Bitcoin, because if it does go from here to there, you're looking at a nice 4.8% trade there for Bitcoin. But if you was to start to lose this now and roll through the EMAs, I will give you that key level of support that you've got for Bitcoin that you can't afford to lose. Okay, you can't afford to lose that key level of support, because what happens is, like I said to you, it's no longer a corrective wave, it's a reversal wave. So that particular key level of support right there is that for Bitcoin. And I would imagine, okay, that a good opportunity is if you did start to see it come down anymore and roll over and come down to that particular level and start to lose it, i.e. close below it, and always trade on confirmation, do something like this, you would be looking at a lovely short opportunity down there to retest this bottom, okay, and potentially forming that triple bottom. So that would actually be a nice little 5% short trade there for Bitcoin. But again, always trade on confirmation, okay, and the confirmation as well here is if you do bounce and you break this high, then you will sort of look up towards that 57k Bitcoin right there. So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin, a little bit of an update for you on Bitcoin. And yeah, patterns at play until invalidated away, okay. And at the moment the pattern is in play is Elliott wave theory, ABC correction, a deep C wave correction down there, down to that 55 potentially EMA on the weekly time frame, before continuation on that wave 5 Elliott wave theory up to that 200k Bitcoin. The only way that this particular ABC correction and Elliott wave theory is invalidated again is if you break that high up there, and that target is just there for Bitcoin, 64,814. So break that, boom, invalidated, and onwards and upwards, and we can start making those new highs for Bitcoin. All right, so that is a little update on Bitcoin for you guys that are interested. It's quite a long video actually, I do apologize. I'll try and make these videos a little bit shorter. Take care everyone, have a good day, stay strong, stay safe, and most importantly stay tuned, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Bitcoin update. Bye bye.